All right, you fucking dogs. I'm jumping on this fucking AI voice trend that all the cool cats are doing. I lost Dwayne Johnson due to my own stupidity, so I offered old mate on Marketplace $500 dues and a zinger box for this old dog. First, we drove all the way out to buttfuck regional New South Wales to look at the fucking thing. After giving it the once-over, and against the miso's better instincts, I paid him the AUD, the KFC, and got a UVP. Before driving the dog home the next weekend, I finally got it back to the car yard I call my house and gave the cunt a more thorough examination. Fuck me, the issues piled up quicker than Dwayne rolling down a hill. The only service history I had in the last 350,000 kilometers is old mate replaced the passenger CV shaft. Getting this thing roadworthy would be a challenge. First thing I did was swap the LED retina fuckers for halogen candle lights. Then I replaced the front corner lights after fucking the bulb holders. Thanks, AliExpress, you dumb fucks. Then I fucked off the SAS steering wheel for a genuine Yoi Toda. I ripped out the dumb fucking hunting light and patched the gaping hole with fucking Phil Swift flex tape. Now that's a lot of damage. I realized all the belts were rooted, so I installed new ones, making sure to fuck the idler pulley in the process. Then I realized the AC compressor is totally seized. Fuck's sake. Then I tried to change the sump gasket, only to realize after dropping the dog you have to pull out the whole diff and steering rack to get the cunt out. I pulled the steering rack, thoroughly fucking the tie rod threads before giving up and fucking sending it with Permatex. This is when I decided to actively start filming my suffering for your enjoyment. I bought whole new tie rods and beat the old dogs out. After checking the new tie rods are compatible and adjusting them roughly to the same setting, I made like Gordon Ramsay and began packing them with fucking grease. Of course, my piece of shit fucking Craft Right grease gun was fucking empty. Fuck's sake. I made a quick trip to the Gatorade and Garden Hose warehouse for a real man's grease gun. Fuck it, chuck it on the company credit card. So I packed it with fucking grease and put the dog back in. Which way does it go again? Fuck it. Hope for the best. The torque spec for these is tighten until righty-tighty becomes righty-loosey, then back off a quarter turn. Rewind and watch the video in a mirror to see the passenger side. For the rest of us, let's move on to the rear pinion seal. Unbolt the drive shaft and beat the dog off. When you're done with the dog, grab a dead blow and bash the drive shaft until it comes off. Undo the nut, then pull this fucking thing off to get to the pinion seal. Well, there's your problem. After pulling that cunt out with a screwdriver, it's time to inspect the pinion bearing. We got a squirter. Fuck's sake. Drop the diff fluid. Never seen a girl that wet since... Well, I've never seen a girl. Make sure to drop the fucking plug straight into the tub of oil. After retrieving the plug, bash the new fucking seal in the dog. Put this fucking thing back on. Do up the nut and torque it to yes. Then remount the drive shaft. Fucking oath. Don't forget to fill the diff back up with the cheapest fucking gear fluid you could find at super cheap. And that'll do us for this ep, you fucking dogs. Hooroo!